Hi, family. Welcome back to the channel. Prophetess Nikki G here. I'm coming back into your homes, family, to encourage you another day. I'm so grateful that I get to come back and inspire you, motivate you, and to encourage you during your journey that you're on your path to greatness. I come to encourage you another day, family. Thank all of you for what you do daily on our channel to help bring glory to God. I am so excited for what God is doing for you. I'm so excited what God is doing in you. I'm so excited for what God is doing through you. And I am so elated what God is doing for your future. The best is truly yet to come for all of you. Thank you for what you do daily on our channel to help bring glory to God. Keep inspiring each other. Keep motivating one another, people of God, because whenever you inspire someone else, whenever you motivate someone else, whenever you encourage someone else, you are going to be on the receiving spectrum of that, because whatever you give, that's what you're going to receive. Whatever you give away, that's what you're going to receive. Jealousy is like a cancer. Envy is like a cancer. And God is allowing people's masks to come off. God is allowing the mask of so many people to fall off of their life because, family of God, they've gone as far as they can go. They can't go any further with you. So that mask has to come off. That mask has to come off. That mask is going to crumble off of the face of people. It's going to crumble off of their life because these people are frauds. And where you're going, they can't be with you. So God is going to let that mask come off. They're so jealous of your life. They're so jealous of what you've done in your life. They're so jealous of what you're becoming. People are so envious and they're so jealous of the things that you do have. They're so jealous for so many reasons, and they shouldn't be jealous because it is God who gives you power to get wealth. It is God who decided on his own what talent to give each of us, what ability to give each and every one of us. We had no deciding factor in this. It doesn't matter what we think. We're home. We were reared in. It doesn't matter what our IQ is. It doesn't matter what our EQ is. God was that deciding factor whenever he was creating us. He decided what you would become. He gave you the intelligence that you would need in the field that he would place you in when he put you in this earth realm. So we can't take any credit for that. So people shouldn't be jealous of your life. They have no reason, but they are so jealous of you. So I pray in the days to come, in the weeks, the months to come for you, I pray that you will stay in prayer mode. I pray that God will continue to give you a spirit of discernment so you can discern these spirits that are going to try to entertain your life. I pray that you will no longer have dull hearing. If you have dull hearing, I pray that your ears will be fine-tuned to the Spirit of the Lord. I pray that your ears will be fine-tuned to hear only the Spirit of God, only his voice. I pray that your heart will not be hardened. I pray that your heart will be open to receive what God is going to allow people to speak into your spirit, because where you're going, you got to be covered. This next level in your life, you got to be covered. You got to be fully loaded. You got to be locked and loaded. You have to be covered. And you got to make sure you're protected, because the enemy is going to come at you on all angles. He's going to come at you on all sides, because you have gotten too close to that victory. You've gained too much traction for the enemy, and he hates you for it. People are jealous of your life. They resent you. People will resent you, and how would you identify if people resent you? How would you know? You know, family. You know it. You hear the underlying comments that people give you. You see the side eye people give you. You see these comments that people make toward you verbally. You hear the jokes that people make about you, and they laugh it off when they're in your presence because they don't want you to catch on. But you had to catch on because you have a Holy Ghost in you. You have the Holy Spirit on the inside of you, and people can't get anything over you. You know, people think that they can get something over you. They think that because maybe you laughed something off. But when these people walked away, something that they said, it lingered in your spirit, didn't it? That friend that made a comment and they laughed it off and they said, well, I'm just playing. Oh, it was just a joke. Oh, I didn't mean any harm. And they would laugh at it. And maybe you laugh back at it. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, it's fine. It's good. Have a good day. Bye. Have you ever done that? And then that person walked away and something in your belly didn't sit right with you? That was God letting you know you're entertaining a devil. God wanted you to let you know what spirit you just entertained. God wanted you to know what spirit that had just left you. I don't care if you call that person your friend. I don't care if that person you say was your best friend. They are the enemy. And the enemy gets people who are close to you so that you can get off course, so that you can get off track. Be careful in this season of your life. Be careful. Be careful who you entertain. You be forever careful because a lot of you are so close. A lot of you are so close to your breakthrough. You're so close to your miracle. And the devil's going to do whatever he can to come in to slow you up and to literally kick you off the course that you're on. So keep your eyes focused. Keep your eyes laser focused. You hear me, family? Keep your eyes focused. Keep your blinders on. You look straight ahead. Don't look to the right. Don't look to the left. You're going to hear some voices, but you got to cast those voices out if it's not of God, and you got to keep going forward. Because a lot of people are so jealous of your life, family, because you're focused. You know, you're so focused. You're too focused for a lot of people. And people hate that they can't get you out of that peace that you're in. They wanted you to stay complacent. They wanted you to stay in that comfort zone that you were in, because as long as you stay in that comfort zone, you can't make any traction. You can't make progress. They weren't making any progress, and they didn't want you to make any progress. These were people with crab bucket mentalities. You ever seen a bucket of crabs and how all these crabs are crawling on top of each other trying to get to the top? But they all end up falling back at the end of that bucket, at the bottom of that bucket. There you go. You put a name on that person. You know this in your spirit, and you got to own this. You got to own this, and you can't be afraid to own it. You can't be afraid, because people give you all kind of clues. People give you all kind of signs. People give you all kind of hints that I am just not that into you. They give you signs. They give you clues. These people give you hints that I don't want to help you get to the top. I'm competing with you, and you have no idea that I'm competing with you. I am intentionally giving you wrong advice so I can deter you off of your path. You know this, and you probably have said this before. So what is God going to have to allow to happen for you to get that? People want to come in, family, and destroy your future. You got to learn how to make destiny decision. If you're not making a destiny decision, make a destiny decision. The decision that you make from this day forward for the rest of your life here, allow it to be a destiny decision. Everything you do in your life, it has to be purposeful. That means you got to live on purpose. You can't live haphazardly in this world, in this life. You have a great call on your life. You have so much greatness on the inside of you. So you can't live a haphazard life. You can't live a life with conflict. You can't involve yourself with conflict. You can't affiliate yourself with people with conflict. You can't. And they're going to say all men are evil against you, but God said, let them be telling a false lie on you. God said they will say all men are evil against you, but he said, let them do it falsely. You are blessed whenever you're persecuted for righteousness' sake. Whenever you're persecuted for doing the right thing, you are blessed. It's not the material possessions that we are blessed. Any material possession that God allows you and I to have, that is the result of the blessing. This is why we worship the blesser and not the blessing. This is why we worship the giver and not the gift. These people could fake on it, but for so long. That resentment and that enviousness that these people have for you, it had to come out. When people are envious of you and when people are resentful, when people are so jealous of you, it has to come out. And God always allow it to seep out in different ways and in different areas. So this is why you have to be aware. You have to be awake. And if you have awakened, you have to stay woke. God has awakened a lot of you up, and you have to stay woke. You are awakened. God has quickened your spirit, and God has heightened your sense of discernment so that you can discern good from evil, so that you can discern a friend from a foe, so you can discern a friend from an enemy. People can fake but for so long. When people are envious of you and when people are jealous of you, they can hide it but for so long. They can't hide it but for so long. It has to come out. And God is going to allow it to come out. Now, when God reveals it, when God allows it to come out, you got to believe that. Don't justify this. No, you believe it. It's just like whenever you're in a relationship. You know, a lot of people that are in relationships, they are affiliated and they're connected with people who are secretly competing against them. The person that they're building with, the person that they have a desire to build with, these people are secretly competing against them. They are secretly and silently competing against them. You have a silent enemy. And it's oftentimes the people that are closest to us who are the most lethal. That's why you have to stay prayed up and you have to keep your ears fine-tuned to the Spirit of God. You have to. You have to keep your eyes open to the things of the Spirit. You have to keep your heart purged. You have to keep your heart clean. So nothing on the outside that is not of God will enter in. Because if it enters in you, it's going to destroy you. God had to let that mask fall off. That mask that people wear, God going to let that mask fall off every single time. And whenever it falls off, you believe them. When people show you who they are, family, believe them. It's for your good that that mask fell off at this season of your life. It is a blessing from God that that mask fell off now. Not next week, not tomorrow, not in 6 months. It's a blessing from God that God allowed it to fall off right now. Because you think if you carry a fake over to your future. You think if you stay hooked up and connected to somebody that you always did that to and you said that you loved and they loved you and you realize that person didn't have no love for you, no authentic love for you, these people are lethal, these people are dangerous, and they give you all kind of signs. People who are envious of you, people who are jealous of you, they give you so many signs. They make all these back-end comments. They make these back-end humor comments toward you, at you, with you, and they laugh it off. But when they leave your presence, something on the inside of you don't sit well with you, does it? That is God letting you know that a devil just left your presence. God is letting you know right there that something is wrong with that individual, how they truly feel about you. God is letting you know this is a person you can't trust. This is a person that is silently competing against you. This is a person who is your silent enemy. God is letting you know that these people are lethal. So when God shows you this, you better believe it, family of God. Everything that God has for your life is at stake. Your life at stake is at stake. Your destiny, your call, your purpose, all of these things are at stake. You have to learn how to walk alone if you're going to walk alone. Sometimes you have to walk alone to get to the place where you need to be. And you got to be okay to walk in a season alone. If God is calling you to be in a season where it's just you and him walking alone. God knows what's best for you. This is why God has been revealing to you the true heart of people. So why won't you believe it? Why don't you believe the signs that God is showing you? What else does God have to do to reveal to you that the people that you call a friend are surely your enemy? What else does God have to allow to happen to you for you to know that and to accept that it is what it is? What else do these people have to do to you? How much embarrassment do you have to allow these people to take you through? How much shame are you going to allow these people to take you through? How much more disrespect are you going to allow these people to take you through before you own that they are not my true friend? They are a foe. They are an enemy, and God didn't send them. Don't let the devil come in and destroy everything that God built for you, family. Don't do that. Don't let the devil come in and disrupt your healing process either, because the more you heal, the devil sees your healing. And he wants to come back in and disrupt your healing so you can start all over again. Look at the progress some of you have made. You know the devil is monitoring your life. He's watching your life, and he hates the progress that you've made. So what is he going to do? He's going to come in a different way. He's the same devil. He's the same snake with a different bag of tricks. He's the same devil. He's that same spirit. But he's conformed himself or herself to the person that you want them to be. This is how you get deceived. Because people watch you and they monitor you, they observe you, they know what you like and what you don't like. They study you real good, they study you real close. So you're going to have to be wise as a serpent, just like God tells you and I. He said, be wise as a serpent, but as harmless as a dove. As a child of God, you are a wise person. You're wise people. These people could only fake how they truly felt about you for so long. That resentment and that jealousy and that enviousness that people hold on the inside of them, God said, no, we're going to let that seep out. Envious is going to seep out a lot of people that you thought was for you, that you said they were down with you with like 4 flat tires. No, ma'am, no, sir. God is going to reveal that to you. And some of these people, God has already started showing you the signs. So why are you having a hard time believing what you see? It is what you see. You heard right and you saw right. It is what it is, family of God. Some people you calling a friend are your enemy. And some people you're calling an enemy. God sent these people as a friend. This is why you have to stay prayed up. This is why you have to stay before the Lord. So God can reveal to you who he sends and who the kingdom of darkness sends. You don't want to keep disrupting your life by allowing the wrong people in. You don't want to do that. People will be jealous of you for so many things. But as long as you know that you know that you know, you're going to know how to deal with people who are envious. You're going to know how to deal with people who are resentful and jealous of the things that God has blessed you with. And how do you counteract that? By knowing who you are. And by standing in who you are. And by not entertaining it. You can hear it, but don't entertain it. You can see it, but don't you dare entertain it, because people want you to do that. And the moment that they know what you see and you don't give them that reaction or that response, they hate you more, family of God. You've matured and they haven't. You made a decision to level up because God has glowed up your life. The spotlight is on your life. And these people are in the dark. These people are in the darkest night of the soul, reaping the things that they have sown. And they blame you for the bad path that they've taken. You know, people make bad decisions and they blame you for these decisions that they made. They blame you because you making good decisions and you are in a good place. They've made so many bad decisions and they are in one of the worst conditions that they have ever been in their whole life. And they look back over their life and see you down the road, how you're prospering and how it looks like you're getting all your needs met and how it looks like you're getting your prayers answered. And they are in a pit that they dug for you. Where did they think they were going to be? In a palace? No, you're going to be in a pit while you chosen will be in a palace, while you will be in a place of prominence, not just in the realm of the physical or the natural, but in the realm of the spirit. God is going to exalt you in due time. This is why he tells you to humble yourself. He said, because in due season, he said, I'm going to exalt you. But my God, and whenever you're prideful, and whenever you do your best to exalt yourself, God said, I'm going to abase you. God said, I'm going to let you eat dirt. And a lot of people are eating dirt, family. They're eating dirt while you are eating the fatted calf, because you have come to yourself. The jealousy, the enviousness, and the resentment that people may have towards you, chosen people of God, is going to come out. And God's going to allow all of these things to seep out of these people's lives in so many ways. So listen very carefully when you're in the company of people. Listen attentively when people are talking to you. When you're in a conversation with people, you listen. You listen to their jokes. You listen to the back end jokes that they may have. You listen to all of that backhanded humor that they may bring into that conversation. And all it is speaking to you, I'm envious of you. I don't like you. I'm jealous of you, and I resent your life. And I wish so much that I could have your life and be you. But I have so much pride that I never tell you. So I have to allow it to come out of me this way. So when God shows you this, you believe them. I love your family. We'll talk later. If it be the will of the Lord, keep going, because the best is truly yet to come for you. Thank you for supporting that book once more. And don't get scammed here. You see the scammers keep deleting the replies and notifications. And please continue to report these people. We love you here. Thank y'all for joining the channel. To all of my team members, Team Nikki G, stay hooked up, stay connected, because there's a blessing whenever you stay connected. There's no devil in Hades that can stop what God is getting ready to give you. You hear me? There's nothing that the devil can do to stop it. Nothing that they can do to stop it. They may slow you up a little bit, but glory be to God. You're going to get to that place of victory. You are. You're going to dance and you're going to shout. But I want you to shout now. Why don't you type that in the comments? I'm going to shout now for my breakthrough. I'm going to shout right now for my deliverance and for my miracle. We'll talk later. Love y'all so much. Love y'all, family. Keep going.